Armed men stormed into the house. They immediately began shouting at us to get down and tell them where we have stashed the weapons and food. It became obvious they thought we were just another group of people surviving together. We became very concerned when their leader began shouting at the hidden sniper that he'd better come out or he's going to start killing people. I remember my mother was terrified. She was trembling, quietly praying to Jehovah, begging him to let her see his name be vindicated at Armageddon. Right when he took aim at one of our dear sisters, he was called into another room by one of his men. He came out sneering. "Well, well, well. No wonder we can't find no weapons in this house. Caleb and Sophia, yeah, I remember who you are. Your kids saved your lives. We got a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses here. Do you know how much we'll get for turning you in?" As he continued to talk, we were stunned to see how far Satan had gotten in his desperation. Apparently, he has put it into everyone's heads that if we are eliminated, then everything will be okay, and the world will go back to normal. Satan actually thinks that if he can eliminate all of Jehovah's servants, there will be no one left worshiping him on the earth, and that would make Satan the winner. He thinks that situation would force Jehovah to admit defeat, and then leave the earth alone for Satan to rule forever. Of course, this man doesn't discern that he is taking Satan's side. He thinks he is being a true patriot. We were held at gunpoint until the government forces could arrive to take us in. The men were terrifying looking, nothing like what we were used to seeing. The hate in their eyes still sends shivers down our spine. This was the time for us to put full faith in Jehovah, to quiet those thoughts of attempting to escape. Yes, it was near the end, and it seemed Gog of Magog was making his attack, but we were still subject to the governments. 1 Peter 2:13 and 14 popped into my head. "For the Lord's sake, subject yourself to every human creation, whether to a king as being superior or to governors. If we remain faithful, Jehovah will deliver us." Michelle's story was interrupted by a loud thud. David was so into the story, he went to sit down. Unfortunately, he tried to sit down in a chair that another brother was in the process of grabbing. Everyone had a good laugh. David held his wrist. "In the old world, even as a seasoned warrior, I probably would have hurt my wrist on that fall. Now, it's fine. It's amazing how our imperfect bodies were. Please, Michelle, continue." Well, we were put into a prison bus that had other witnesses already in it, and they took us to a building right in the middle of the city. "Your God won't do a thing to our city with you here. If you try to gloat about how you were right and we were wrong, I'll shoot you myself," the ranking officer snarled. Apparently, everyone has come to know the name of Jehovah, and he's revealed who his true servants are. Battle lines have been drawn. We shivered from excitement. Every prophecy has been fulfilled, except one: Armageddon.